Chapter 9, Poverty and Unemployment. Learning Objective. To find the extent of poverty in India, the type of poverty, the causes and its remedial measures. To understand concept, type, causes of unemployment and remedies, measures to curb unemployment. Learning outcomes. After studying this, students will be able to understand the extent of poverty in India, its type, analyze the causes of poverty, and be able to suggest measures for its elevation. Comprehend the concept of unemployment. Identify the type of unemployment. Reason out the causes and analyze the measures of unemployment. Poverty. Introduction. Let us look at the definition of poverty. Poverty is a situation where a person lacks food, clothing, shelter, sanitation, education, health services, is unemployed. Though poverty exists in all countries, the level of poverty differs from country to country based on certain parameters. How do we identify the poor? When we see the following, we identify them as being poor. For instance, push cart vendors, street cobblers, rag pickers, etc. The clothes people wearing, occupation of the people. These people are having low income. The poverty line. There are many ways of measuring poverty line. One way is to determine it by way of monetary value or the minimum calories intake estimated. Do you know how much calories are required by a person? The calories requirement per individual to get the required nutritional minimal is calculated as 2400 calories for a rural person and for urban person. The essential commodities are determined to offer this nutritional minimal. It may differ from place to place and time to time. Their price value is considered and aggregating their values. The minimum income needed per person to be on their poverty line is determined. Is this method a foolproof? This method is not foolproof as many factors that contributes to poverty are not considered. For example, healthcare, drinking water, sanitation, clothing, etc. Therefore, all these factors must be taken into account before determining the minimal income one must receive to sustain. How the consumption pattern of people is studied. The consumption pattern of people must be studied in accordance with the existing cost living index per state to determine the minimal income level of an individual. Yes, we have seen the poverty line. Now let us understand what are the causes of poverty. Heavy pressure of population. This is due to a fall in the death rate and rise in the birth rate, relatively leading to low per capita income. Second, poverty is reflection of unemployment, specially educated and disguised. Third, shortage of capital base required for developmental activities, especially infrastructure. Lack of specialized and skilled labor due to low technical attainment, especially in rural area. Low emphasis on small and cottage industries, especially in the field of raw material and capital and marketing facilities. The last, low minimum support price to the farmers as well as debt due to the loan avail in another cause of poverty, especially in rural areas. Can we elevate poverty? So, let us see the measures to elevate it. First, adopt a strategy of pro-poor growth instead of emphasis on liberalizing and GDP growth. Increase agriculture growth must go hand in hand with increase in minimal support price to give motivation to the farmers to cultivate their land. With this regard, strengthening the marketing system for their product can lead to higher income for the farmer. Since we are in modern world, training farmer in production and post-harvest technique important. Increasing productivity for job creation in the unorganized sector. Next, the wage share in the organized sector, being one of the lowest in the world, need to be increased. Empowering the poor through education and skill development. Next, providing better health care system. Last, strengthening the GDP system.